In order to really understand the nuances of how these other guns compare to a Glock, we need to actually dive in and look at what the Glock can do and what it can't do. For today's comparison, we are only going to be comparing all of these guns that we're talking about to the Gen 5. That's because the Gen 5 Glock can do things that other generations of Glock couldn't do before. Some of the things that I like about the Gen 5 Glock are they now have front serrations on most of the models. They now have modular optics on most of the models. And they also have a better grip texture than the Gen 3 and the Gen 4. And the trigger, this isn't it, this is an aftermarket, but the OEM trigger that comes with Glocks is much better than Gen 3 and Gen 4. But the Gen 5 does one thing better than all the previous generations that came before it. It does modularity much better. Prior to Gen 5, the full-size Glocks, like the 17 and the 34, the lugs on the barrels and the locking block in the frame were a different size than their smaller guns like the Glock 19 and the Glock 26. And so because of that, you weren't able to take a Glock 17 slide and put it on a Glock 19 frame because it just wouldn't work. Prior to the Gen 5s, if you wanted a full-size slide and a full-size barrel, but you wanted a smaller grip, you had to buy something called a Glock 19 long slide.